Alright, so what's up YouTube? I'm going to show you today how to remove your original shocks and install airbags on your Lincoln. So what you need to do first is jack the car up, put it on stands, remove your tire. That way you can get to this little bolt back here. Now you're going to need some vice grips to clamp onto the top of that right there. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of flat right there. Get some vice grips, clamp onto it, because it's going to want to spin on you. But once you break this nut loose, you should be able to unscrew it by hand and get it off of there. Eventually it'll come off. And then I already did the other side. I fumbled through that off camera, that way I can, come out here and show you what to do without looking like a fool. Plus I'm using my phone, there's not a lot of video space on there, but it's probably gonna be a two-part project. Then you got some screws down here, some bolts. I already took them, loosened them up a little. So let me grab my ratchet real quick, finish taking them off. Alright, so that bolt is going to be a 13 millimeter. So let's go ahead and get that off. Let me set you down so you can still see, hopefully. Set you right there. I'm trying not to get my fat head in the way. Alright, so I got the other side. I'm going to pause it real quick and flip you back on once I get that other one done. Alright, and once you get them bolts out, your shock will slide right out of the bottom, just like that. Go ahead and set that off to the side. That's kind of loud, sorry about that. But get that out of the way. Now you're going to want to bring your jack over here. I guess we don't really have to get it right on there yet, but you're gonna need your jack to bring that down so you can get that spring out safely. They're under a lot of tension, pressure, so do that. Alright, and on your sway bar here, you got two bolts right there. You need to undo them. So I'm gonna pause you and get those out the way. Alright, so those bolts on the sway bar, those are a 17 millimeter. I don't know if you can see that. Get it to focus. Which I still got to get those off. So I'm going to set you down and flip it back on in a sec. Alright, so after you remove those two bolts, there's that one there and one right there. Which I got it on the jack right now, the assembly. But as you can see, that's loose. So now what you want to do is come over here on your steering knuckle and just undo this top one, which will release your top A arm from your bottom control arm, lower control arm, lower A arm. That bolt right there, which is gonna be a 19. And you might have to smack it with a hammer. You might not. Depends on how stuck in there that is. But I'm gonna break this loose and come back at you. Alright, YouTube. So I said that bolt was a 19. I actually got a 18 millimeter wrench on it. And It actually grips better than that 19 socket. But it took a minute to break it loose. Had to get some WD-40 on it and hook up another wrench on this. Did a little cheater trick. And then also, what I forgot to mention on the other side, I don't know if you can see this wire right here. That's for my anti-lock brake sensor, which is right there. And I just now noticed it's fucked up. It's split in half. So I have to replace that sometime. But go ahead and pull this little part out of that clip right there, like that, and then try and wiggle it down so you can get more room for this this whole assembly to fall down a little more. But that'll help. Probably gonna have to take off the brakes too. I was thinking about trying it without removing them. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go ahead and leave it on and try it like that. Not that it's real hard to take off. I got this bolt here and this one there, and then it just pops right out. But we'll try it without doing that. See if it'll work. Okay, like I said, go ahead and give that a few taps. Try and loosen it up. And then what you want to do with your jack is slowly let your jack down to let the tension off that spring, and try and get, you know, this out of there. That's why I gotta remove that bolt. Give it a few taps with the hammer, it should come out. Little WD-40. Make sure your jack's in a good spot, so when you go ahead and pop that out, shit doesn't come flying at you. Which I'm gonna have to readjust my jack, move it. Try and set you up so you can see all this. Thinking right there, maybe. Give this a try. So we got that out. Now, this should just hopefully come down pretty easy. This bolt stuck. I'm gonna try and get this bottom one loosened up. Let's see if that'll make it a little easier. Show you what I'm doing over here. I'm gonna try and loosen this bottom one. Make it a little easier, I hope. Alright, let me set you down. Alright, show you this progress, still stuck in there. Alright YouTube, so that's still stuck in there. I'm gonna work on getting that out and come back at you when that's all disconnected. Alright YouTube, so I've been out here struggling with that for, I don't know, the better half of a half hour or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, and I'll come back at you with when I get this fucking thing off. Alright, peace.